Very successful entrepreneurs, James Sales, Jack Krosnowski. I'd say we went to the same college together. I don't know if you remember, but freshman year, we were fucking crazy, man.
I told my parents I'm starting to do Amazon. They're like, what do you mean Amazon? Like, you could sell on Amazon?
The growth is pretty substantial. I mean, where we came from, where we are now, it's just we learned so much. And that's the thing about the trading industry. There's like the lack of transparency and it's just not there. And
you guys will keep it real. You got numbers, you got proof, like everything. And you're always there to help. I go, I'm like, yo, give me a few of those black chips. I fucking throw it all on one blackjack hand. And it fucking misses.
Oh,
yeah. I wasn't going to be like a happy ending and like it fucking, like it hit, I made it back. Nah, I missed. Welcome back, everybody. And we are here for, I think it's the 4th episode. I don't even know at this point because I post everything out of order. I'm with my good friends, Jack and James, and they're very successful entrepreneurs. We're going to hear their story. We're going to hear about themselves, just anything interesting we're going to talk about on the show. So what's up, fellas? How we doing?
How's it going?
Good, brother.
Good to have you guys.
Likewise.
And I rigged up like some crazy. My brother, who's doing the production, actually had an extra microphone that's the same exact mics as these. So it's like a whole rig job. You can't see it on camera, but, you know, it gets the job done. It looks good, though, on camera. So, I mean, I'm glad we're able to get both of you.
Yeah.
I know the couch is very uncomfortable. We can...
It suits.
It sucks, dude. It's horrible. It's actually so bad. I was on Amazon. I was just, like, looking for, like, Black Friday deals to get, like, a more comfortable couch because... these have like no padding. They look good on camera, but besides
they look great.
Yeah, they look great. But dude, I think I lost like an inch on my spine from like every episode. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's just like it's rough. But anyway, you guys are very successful entrepreneurs, and I know one piece is basically drop shipping. If you want to touch on it, kind of, what made what made you guys want to start doing all this?
So I mean, first of all, the common misconception, people say, "Oh, it's drop shipping, but it's different."
Okay.
So we do Amazon FBA, and how we started really was, so we met rushing Delt at Sacred Heart.
Okay.
We're both Omicrons, but the past couple of years, like we were close, like we were friendly, but we never really hung out. And then in the fall, we were at Center Street Social, the bar. And our good friend Lucas Faria, he does Amazon FBA. He's actually now my roommate. I was talking business with him. I wanted to start. Really wanted to know, like I just want to make money.
Yeah, no.
And then Jack comes over.
That's the common theme here. We all want to make money, man.
Yeah, Jack comes over. He joins in the conversation, and
Jack saw him like, dude, he is not getting the shower out. He runs over. Let's take shots.
I want it.
But go ahead.
And Lucas is, he's talking to us about Nike, because Nike's a very profitable product on Amazon. And I used to work at Nike. We're talking about that. Jack comes over. He's like, I want in. And then,
Respect,
and I'm like,
gotta get it.
I'm like, yeah. Like, Jack is a respectful guy, so like, let's meet next week. And I put together a meeting with Lucas and Jack, and really the rest is history. Yeah, we started meeting over the next couple months. Sold our first product, probably like mid-November. Yeah, and it's been history ever since. Yeah.
That's great. And I was kind of familiar with Amazon FBA because you basically learned everything from him. Like, did you go on YouTube, like, after you talked to him, kind of do your own research, obviously make sure he's not just gassing it up?
Shout out to him. Thank you, Lucas. But he was our mentee. He kind of taught us the ropes, and, James and I just took everything and ran with it. But without him, we wouldn't be where we're at today, and we wouldn't be able to do this after college. And, the growth is pretty substantial. I mean, where we came from, where we are now, it's just we learned so much. And, I always say, like, I always learn more from being an entrepreneur and like failing and winning and than I have sitting in a classroom.
Oh, 100%.
So, thanks to him, like, we're sitting here now. We're successful. We want to just keep going and going. And
I felt so stupid starting it. And like, the questions I was asking Lucas were like...
Oh, yeah. It's always scary when you first start, 100%.
Yeah. And like, just simply adding a product onto Amazon, I was confused doing it. I have to call up Lucas. And then never mind starting FBA, which is so strict with like the weights and dimensions and everything. And I had no clue what I was doing. So Lucas was a great mentor, and he was, every question I asked, he answered. And and then once we got to December was a crazy month. And ever since then, each month has substantially gotten better and better and better.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great to just see that. And something with me, I know if people who watch, I own my own business too. And we actually work together. So I'll take a step back though. I don't know if you remember, but freshman year, we were fucking crazy, man. You were on the third floor.
I was
right?
on the third floor. I was living right next to Cronin and Peter.
Yeah, dude, that's right. And if anyone, I gotta even say, we went to the same college together. We talked about last episode. I went to Sacred Heart. Mike went to Sacred Heart. That was on the last episode, and now they're both from Sacred Heart as well. So that's how we kind of all met. A little bit of a network, but like I was saying, when we first met. Like, we didn't really, we wouldn't have known, freshman year that we would, rekindle kind of here and be, business partners. And I was definitely more, immature. But, we were, it was quarantine. It was the third floor. I was a sixth floor, but we would, we would have, the parties in the common room and shit.
That was crazy.
It was just fucking...
Our RA, I forget our RA's name, but he didn't give a...
That's what I'm saying. It was just, nuts. It was just a crazy thing. But that's how we kind of, the first time we met... Yeah. And then we met Jack
through class.
In class. What class? It was market.
Principles of marketing.
Yeah.
And
kind of ironic.
He put us through the ringer. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a rough class.
It wasn't fun.
I remember we got in and he was the first day, I'm like, all right, this will be a breeze. I'll open my laptop, I'll bullshit as he fucking goes over the assignments and everything. And then next slide is no computers, no phones out. And I'm like, we actually had to sit there. Yeah. And honestly, listen, respect him because I actually did learn. I learned a few things, nothing crazy. Don't get me wrong. I still learn more if I just do it myself. But paying attention, writing down the notes and shit. I was like, all right, if there was one class I was into, it was kind of marketing because I knew, all right, I could apply this to maybe a business because I've always wanted to be a business owner. So I'm like, all right, let me see what he has to say about it, and then maybe we can apply. But that's how we met. Yeah, and then. We'd always work out and see each other. Yeah, that's how we really became more close. I would always see Jack at the gym, and then we'd always just say hi, shoot the shit, and then it came up that when I started my company, you were like, "Yo, I'd love to if you're interested in wholesaling." With both of you guys.
So I spoke to him about that. I was like, "Listen, I see Chris all the time at the gym. He's got this brand, wholesale. Let's make it happen." Then saw you, and then rest is history.
It's great, dude. And it's so interesting because freshman year was so long ago now, almost 4 years, and to see maturing and growing up to where we are now, it's just very, very cool.
Oh yeah,
because now we're all on similar journeys and we're working together. You're on my house from Connecticut. Yeah, you guys came down from, and now we're doing an episode. But I know you were also telling me about. Besides the FBA stuff, you obviously want to pursue more things, more expansion. Yeah. So, what were you telling me about? Go ahead.
Yeah, so James and I, we released or are releasing a trading course. So him and I went to work over the past month and created a 30-page outline of every type of education you need to know to become a successful trader and have that longevity in the space. So we have risk management, fundamentals that touches all economic data. Technicals, a strat, which is the bread and butter, which is what you're paying for essentially, and the 24/7 service you're gonna get from me and James, and just a lot of different stuff and tools that you need to become a successful trader. It's all in there, and we have marketing guys that are helping us, and it's been a cool journey so far, and looking forward to just keeping it going.
Yeah, the trading course is gonna be great. Yeah, we're gonna be going down to Miami. We have 3 trips planned to Miami.
It's fun, man.
In January, February, and March, we'll be going down. We'll be meeting with Luca, and we'll be shooting content and
it's a great idea.
And doing a pre-launch for this Discord.
Can't wait.
That's the thing. I was we were just talking about before the show started is getting behind the camera, pushing out social media, especially nowadays. It's literally a must because when I was doing my business, and I kind of said the last episode too about keep talking about it, but I would always I would focus so much on the product. Obviously, you want that to be the best. But then when it came to marketing, you don't really, especially me, you don't want to go behind the camera and always be yo, buy this stuff and this and that. So I'd post all right, someone's working out with my wraps. So I'm all right, that's cool. Send me. It's just on the iPhone, low angle, nothing crazy. Yeah. And they're lifting with it. So I'm all right, I'll throw it up and I'll be yo, check out this guy using his 3 times for every duty wrist wrap. So I'm all right. It got some likes, mostly friends. So I can't even really count that because they're just supporting, which I appreciate. But if you're really trying to track who's really coming in and seeing it, you can't really count that. Yeah. So it wasn't until I actually met another kid from Sacred Heart, Gio, his name was, and he had a friend who was on TikTok and social media, and he was a big TikTok shop guy where he would literally find any product that was just like being sold by whatever party,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd be like, all right, like I can become an affiliate on that, so let me go tag that in my videos. And he has like 400,000 followers, so he has like the demographic and the fan base that like if he says, yo, like this is sick, I'd say like, you know, a small percent, but he'll get people to probably buy and he'll get commission. So Gio was telling me about that and how like he put me in touch with him, and shout out to him. His name's Nick and he's awesome. He helped me with literally like so much stuff. Like he sat down and he didn't even have to do this, but like he got on like Zoom with us, told me like, hey, like, you know, you got to get behind the camera. He goes like, I love that you're posting this stuff, but I can tell you that like I'm making, you know, I'm not going to say it, but he's like, he made a very good amount of money just from sitting on the camera with captions and like just talking about it quick to the point, and would tag the shop and it would sell. So I'm like, all right, like fuck it, you know. And I was just telling you guys like the first time I was still in college. So I was like, all right, like I don't have like a studio like this. I'm not home. I'm at a college house. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, where's the most quiet private place? I'm like, when you're living with your college friends, it's not your house. No. So it's not your house. So I'm like, all right, let me go in my car and let me try this out. So I had like the windshield, like the thing that like suction cups on and holds your phone, the phone stand. So I put that up. I'm like, all right, that's like basically the perfect tripod for the car. And I put on like the camera flip mode, and I was like, listen, you guys got to get these wrist wraps. And I knew like there was like the AI apps that put captions and shit. So I tried that out and I started posting. And before I knew it, one video, I'm just sitting on the couch, like it took off. And like now it's at like almost 700,000 views, which for me is still like my best video. Yeah. But even then it was at like at 50,000 at the time, like very quick. And all of a sudden I just see like TikTok shot notifications, like you got an order. And I'm like, holy awesome. Shit. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sitting with my friend Jan on the couch and we're just watching my phone ding. And I'm like, he goes, bro, what the fuck's happening? I'm like, dude, I'm making sales right now. I'm like,
awesome,
holy shit. Yeah. So I'm like, now I'm thinking like, fuck, like I'm going to sell out because like I didn't do a lot of inventory yet because I'm like, I don't know how this is going to move. I'm not going to go, you know, put all like, you know, my acorns in one tree and then it, you know, it doesn't work. So it just started going. Then I'm texting my manufacturer. I'm like, yo, we got to get more made because like one of the videos went really good and now people want to buy them. So it really is like back then it was all commercials on TV and, you know, radios. But nowadays, dude, it's literally social media. Like, so like 100%. With this, I'm telling you, once you guys get behind that camera, you go to Miami, especially, bro, throwing sunglasses, make a sick-looking video, 20 seconds, short, sweet, because no one has attention spans nowadays. So just get them hooked, and, dude, I'm excited for it.
Thank you, bro.
I really am. It's going to be.
That's the one piece of the puzzle. We got all the expertise. We got the cash behind it, showing the profits, and we got all the knowledge in the world, but the content, and we just got to get that.
Yeah, and that's what's great with you guys is because I know there are, you know, unfortunately, there are people out there that like will try to sell you something, but like they don't, like you guys have something to show for
There's no transparency.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
And that's the thing about the trading industry. There's like, and I'll shit on it so much because I'm in it and I see all the good and the bad, but the lack of transparency and it's just not there. And a lot of it is very fake. And, you know, and if you find someone like a real mentor who's like good and knows their stuff and transparent, like it's legit.
And that's why I'm glad you guys are tapping into this because you guys have full transparency, especially like I work with you guys. So I can literally like testify for that 100%. So I'm glad, but it's just like you guys will keep it real. You got numbers, you got proof, like everything, and you're always there to help. Like there's people where I know people who've joined like someone like some guy who would literally like rent. He would like rent a Lamborghini for a fucking day. He would just rent it. Be like, yo,
I've seen that before.
Yeah, like here's my Lamborghini with my sunglasses, and like I'm making this much a day. Like join my course, and like
you're not.
I feel bad for like the poor bastards that actually believe him and fucking sign up. It's like, all right, dude, like if you're just more genuine with your your demographic, that's the people you're gonna keep and constantly keep and get more referrals. So it's definitely gonna be awesome.
It's interesting.
I was gonna say so many people fall into the trap of the lavish lifestyle. They see on TikTok, they see the rented Lambos, the rented Ferraris, their buddies. I don't even know if you can rent a watch, but it's probably not theirs, or it's might be fake, but it's all
like a fake Rolex.
It's all a show just to get sales, and that's the difference with JKT, which is Jack Krosnowski Trading. I
love it.
It's the transparency. Like he doesn't live a lavish lifestyle. He's just here to make money. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna buy into that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, which is not always the case, because some people do have just so much money that they could just buy nice things and actually have money. But there's a lot of times where people will, like, they just want their cover to be like all showy, like nice cars, this and that. But really behind the scenes, they don't have shit because they're spending it all on like lavish lifestyles. And that's not the person you want to take like financial advice from, who just kind of spends it right away and doesn't. Listen, we all have our fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you're literally pissing money just to show off in front of people and then try to sell them on that, it's just not a good way of character. But anyway, so I'm excited for this project. I know you do the Amazon FBA. You also do fulfillment.
Yeah.
So that's also great.
Yeah.
But like like 10 years from now, like, is there like one set thing that you want to be like your main avenue, and then have like other channels just trying to do everything, keep hiring people, expand?
Diversification.
Yeah. So we always want to keep our multiple sources of income. I feel like true wealth comes from multiple sources of income. And we
100%.
met. So we were in Vegas for a business trip this summer, and we met this guy, Nick Aesthetics, and he had a good point that really resonated with me. Is he just uses Amazon as a vehicle for cash to go into other business ventures.
Yeah,
like
great.
With you, and we started fulfillment with you, and we've loved it. And now we're going to be starting to create our own brand for a fulfillment center, an actual prep center. And we have another client coming.
Yeah.
We have another client secured. Another Sacred Heart product. Someone from Sacred Heart is creating a product. It has to do. I don't know if we want to. Do we want to speak on it?
No, just God forbid, just leave.
Yeah.
You got the NDA.
God forbid, God forbid, man. That's all we need.
Yeah, no, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
But
it's a good product, though.
Yeah, it's a
good product. Yeah,
it's a different industry. It's nothing to do with the gym. So no competition to you.
Oh,
but,
perfect.
But
That's a relief. The guy, what's his name? What's his address? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Everything's on film, bro. I gotta be careful what I joke about now. You can like replay the footage in like 5 years. Is this you? I'm like, nah, dude. That's just AI. Bro.
AI's getting scary now.
Yeah, dude. AI is getting fucking scary.
But second client secured. We're looking potential third client on the way.
Yeah.
See if he buys into it. But
it's great.
Fulfillment's been great. I mean, like with Amazon, we're using our own credit and leveraging it for profit. But like fulfillment's kind of the same thing. We're shipping out packages every day, and we have no liability of our own, and we're collecting a profit. So we know a lot of guys like I mentioned, Nick Aesthetics, the guy we met in Vegas. He also has his own fulfillment center and prep center in New Hampshire because it's tax free in New Hampshire, so it's smart.
Yeah,
we eventually probably want to go down to Delaware, New Hampshire, one of the two.
I heard Delaware's great.
Delaware's
My friend
fantastic.
was just telling me how what's the whole deal with that? I know there's not certain taxes in Delaware.
Yeah, and when people, he's more logistically sound in terms of like the fulfillment aspect, but like I know for a fact New Hampshire, Delaware, and I think even Jersey too are very tax friendly when it comes to fulfillment and shipping and moving product in to the state. I don't think there's like a lot of tax regulation on that.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah,
they hound you for especially Long Island.
Yeah,
they hound you for everything here. I've always said like I wanted to. I don't know. I've always looked at Texas. I know there's no income tax there, but I just know like, dude, like a house in Texas, you could get a mansion in Texas the same price here.
Yeah,
it's like literally, it's just like it's still a nice house, but it's nowhere near that.
A 2-bedroom condo in Jersey is going for $250 to $275 right now.
Yeah,
and you can buy something 3 times as big.
You can buy a house
bigger in Texas for that price.
Yeah, dude, it's just. I don't know. I love it here, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like it just is a smarter business decision to not stay here because, and I know like that becomes the challenge because like you have friends and family your whole life here, and everything else. But at the end of the day, I mean, listen, like I'll visit, it's just not the smartest thing because
I mean, with the money you'll save in other states, you could buy a plane ticket really easy.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
100%.
That's why like people are like, but like you move to Texas, but your wages get lower. But I'm like, in our case, especially,
in entrepreneurship,
we're
keep more money in your
we're
pocket.
All online. We're all over the world, over the country. I can move to Texas and I'm still charging the same amount for my products. It's just my business structure. But I don't know. It'll be a talk in the future, but I definitely I don't know. I would definitely like to move down there. I think it's cool. I know Joe Rogan's out there. Yeah, I can link up with Joe Rogan and some shit, But that would be fun.
Tesla's
I think
headquartered
Texas
down there, right?
Yeah. I've never been to Texas. Have you?
I haven't either.
I went once when I was young though, so
You don't remember?
No,
like
but I would love to go back. I would love to go back.
Yeah, dude. Maybe we'll plan a trip. We'll go out there.
We'll celebratory trip.
Yeah, dude, 100%. But like Vegas. I know you guys, spoke highly about that too. Like, there's a lot of like connection making conventions down there.
100%.
The connections we made in Vegas are going to be detrimental to our success. We've met guys who own consulting firms who we want to put you in touch with, who have scaled brands 6 figures to 7, and it's just they're going to do it with us next, and we're so excited to get everything going. And we met a lot of guys in the e-com field like Flips for Miles, Nick Aesthetics, a lot of these guys who are very reputable in the industry and know a lot about what they're doing, and they're just great connections to have. And we made a face-to-face connection, so it was fantastic.
Yeah, the guys we met were like the Amazon FBA like influencers.
Yeah.
Like they got like thousands, tens of thousands of followers, and they're like the guys in the industry.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to meet them face to face. I mean, Flips for Miles specifically, he has so much free sauce on his YouTube channel regarding like learning how to do Amazon. So like when we started learning, one of the things Lucas told us was to watch Flips for Miles. So we were just in my basement, just like binge watching Flips for Miles and learning how to do Amazon. And then to meet him face to face was kind of like
that's
surreal.
That's a surreal moment,
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
And he knew us from Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
We have a Twitter account that we post all our FBA and FBM success on, and apparently like he followed us and like he saw our content and stuff. So it was really crazy to see that.
And I will say too, like we do good. We've done a lot, but I will say being in that room, and there are some guys that are doing 8,
Big
9
dogs.
figures.
Yeah.
Like big
There's
dogs,
always
man.
bigger fish out there.
And it was just so surreal to meet all of them and see all that success, because it was kind of like inspiring and motivating too. Like
that's cool.
just shows we could scale up to that level.
I got it. I'm telling you, one time I'm just gonna fucking tag along with you.
Come with us.
Yeah,
We're probably next August.
We're going to
That
Vegas
ass,
again.
It's I've never been to Vegas either. There's a lot of places I want.
awesome.
Like
It's
Texas
our
is
first
one of
time,
them.
too. Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
Vegas is like, I know Las Vegas is crazy. You gamble at the casino when you go there.
We celebratory casino trip. Yeah.
Fucking the casinos, man. No one's fucking bro. So many of my podcast like shorts that unfortunately get the most fucking views is the gambling, the sports betting.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, all right, that gets a good enough views. So I'm like, all right, I'll keep posting that. And people are like, dude, are you like some fucking degenerate gambler? I'm like, dude, I'm like, no. I'm like, it's like the only fucking funny, entertaining shit. So
Yeah.
like, I'll go on and I'll start talking about like my sports bets, or like last time I was talking about, I literally just posted a short. It was about like Mohegan Sun, and it was with Mike. And I was like, yeah, like I went to Mohegan, and like, our friend Jan was there, and like they were just shooting the shit at the table. But fortunately, shit like that just gets so many views.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I mean, neither of us really gamble at all. But when we were in Vegas, we had a great time at the convention. We met a lot of people. There was like a little Amazon party that was an open bar. That was a fun time. But then like at night, it's like 10 o'clock. Like we're walking around. We go to the Vegas Strip. We want to see what's up, see the hype about Vegas. We walk into Caesar's Palace. They have comp drinks if you're drinking. I'm assuming most casinos have comp drinks, but we're
that's how they get you, man.
Yeah,
They pump oxygen into the vents and shit.
yeah. So they were giving us free drinks. And we just kept taking them. We gambled a little bit.
Yeah,
This guy made some questionable bets.
I hit a green on roulette.
You hit green?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell
No
yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
I never bet green. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, we combined our money for that trip, so we were like betting together as a team, and we were up like a crazy amount. Like not a crazy amount, but we were up like a good amount.
Crazy for us. We don't gamble that much.
We're not gonna
crazy
leave
for
it.
us. Yeah.
And then
It's dude, if you're just in green, it's a lot. Like
Yeah.
at this point, dude,
Yeah.
I'd rather be up $1 in green. I'd be like, yeah, I made a lot compared to I was down $5,000 earlier into the night. Not that I fucking wagered that much, but I gotta be careful what I'm saying, bro.
we were up, and then he put our whole bankroll on black or something. And it lost.
Yeah, it lost.
So then he took money out of his pocket to like kind of, because he felt bad.
I felt horrible.
Yeah.
Felt horrible.
So
Wait,
then
did he throw it on black without telling you?
no, like we were
Like
staring.
you blinked, you just saw your whole
Impulse. It was all impulse. I click of the button. Impulse. It was in. It was like, all right, like let's ride.
It wasn't like a
Oh,
real.
you did like digital roulette?
No, it was like it wasn't like a real roulette table. It was like the one where you have the roulette table in the middle and you press the button to make the ball spin.
Yeah, okay.
So we were on that. We were looking at it. We were like, should we bet X amount?
Yeah.
Like which is like 5-10 units of our bankroll. But Jack goes full bankroll, press button, and I'm like, all right, it better hit. I lost.
Dude, there's so many stories of me and my friends where it's like, because there's a Jake's 58 here and it's all digital, but because like that's just what we have in New York, and we've done it like at real places too. Like in Connecticut, before we went to Mohegan Sun, I forgot the name of the place now. It was an 18+ casino, I think in Connecticut, but it was like real dealers and like real blackjack, real roulette. So we went there once, and I forgot. It's gonna piss me off if I don't remember the name.
Is it in Rhode Island, Twin River?
Twin River. It's
Yeah.
in Rhode Island. Fuck, we went to Rhode Island.
That's right near me.
crazy.
That's
Oh
right up
my
near me. That's near
gosh.
Providence.
Dude, I don't remember driving that long. That's crazy. I guess we went to Rhode Island then. And so we walk in because we were like 20. So like we were, you know, not yet. So like we go to the blackjack tables and like this is going to become a short again. I'm already starting to talk about this. This is what happens. But fucking we start playing blackjack and like I'm pretty sure I got absolutely shelled. And we all ended up getting like shelled like really bad. And I was like, fuck. I was just so mad where it's like you want to do the impulse all in. So I'm like, fuck this. My friend ends up going up like a few thousand, I think.
Wow.
Crazy shit, yeah. Something like that. A good amount. So he's just got like black chips of hundreds. So I was just like so pissed that I was like, fuck it. I'm like, yo, give me a few of those black chips. He goes, why? I go, you know why. Give me the chips. I'm like, I'm going to pay you if it doesn't hit. I fucking throw it all on one blackjack hand. And it fucking misses.
Oh,
yeah. I wasn't going to be like a happy ending and like it fucking, like it hit, I made it back. Nah, I missed. So now I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I thought I was fucked before. Now I'm even more fucked now.
Yeah.
So, and I was playing with profit like from the last time we went. So it wasn't a huge deal because I'm like, all right, like I'm not actually losing because I wouldn't actually fucking piss away my real money because then that's just retarded.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, all right, profit. It's like, all right, like you're playing for fun, whatever. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to calculate how much more profit I have from the last trip. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, give me 5 more black chips, dude, or some crazy amount. He goes, dude, stop. I go, nah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And it was like a high roller. So it was just like one-on-one, like you and the dealer. There was no one else could sit down unless the shoe was finished. Mm-hmm. So I throw it again. And it fucking hits, bro. It hits.
Wow.
I got like a 20. And I think the dealer had it like a 10. So I was like, fuck. But I think she flipped a 9. So it was like a 19, and I fucking ended up winning. But so that my fucking dog's barking, dude. What the fuck's going on up there? But yeah. So I end up making it like I got like even, I think, but like it was good. It felt like I won a lot because I fucking made it back. And then I end up sitting down. I'll never forget the dealer's name. His name was Ray. Because like when you get blessed by a dealer, you remember their name.
Yeah.
His name was Ray. I sit down with him. And me and him just fucking cooked, dude. I must have won like 20 blackjack hands in a row. Wow. I ended up leaving up like 750 profit.
Damn.
I was down. You notice I was in shambles.
You're back.
Like the best comeback story of all time.
Awesome.
And then I never went back. So I'm like, this is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But it's crazy fucking casinos.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really go anywhere. Like I'll sports bet. Like yesterday, I threw like $25 on like some crazy legger just in case. It actually ended up hitting. So I'd be like $500. So
Damn.
it was like that was fun. But now I have profit to play with. So now I'm like, all right, now I don't fucking
The house money.
Yeah, because like I've always done like just 25. I won't go crazy. Because then it's just like stupid. Because I'm like, dude, I could just work and make this money.
Pumping
Why?
NVIDIA.
Yeah, it's that ass, dude. NVIDIA's. This is my other story, because when I got into options, I know you guys do trading. Like, do you do more options?
I trade options, and
Okay.
I'm trying to get into futures now because options market treated me pretty well. But now I want to learn futures because the taxes with futures are a lot friendlier. It's because like your short term capital gain is like a lot lower, I guess, in options. So like the taxes are a lot nicer.
Yeah, but can you believe they want to fucking put tax on unrealized capital?
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
nuts, man.
I don't know if that
I don't
was
care
true or
what
not.
party you're in.
oh
That
my
is just
God.
inhumane.
Horrible.
You don't even make the money. It's not even realized, and they want to take it.
Yeah,
What
that's
if they
disgusting.
tax you on it, and then it ends up
And then-
tanking? You lose.
Yeah, the next year, if it went down, you would have been like double fucked.
It's just
Yeah.
literally that's literally communism. Like
Yeah.
it has to
That's
be
not right,
borderline, or it's just crazy.
I mean, that's why it didn't work out for her. I mean, like that
It
policy
wouldn't-
was terrible.
Yeah, it just would have never. It never would have got through anyway. It's just crazy to even have that idea.
Yeah.
It scares
Yeah.
me. But I don't know, because I'm still kind of new. Because I've always done like long term, like trading more. So what's like between futures and options? Like I don't even know what the difference is. To tell you the truth. So like,
Futures, you're locked in the position over like a quarter. So like contract to expiration is a lot longer in terms of its length than options. So options are a weekly expiration, but futures are like a monthly to like a bi-monthly expiration.
so futures could be maybe a little safer then.
Yeah. Especially ES, which is ticker symbol for ES, SP 500 minis. So like you're trading like the actual SP 500, which is like very reliable. So like that's where to go in terms of futures, but options is so lucrative too. And if you can get good at it, like.
Well, that's that. I'm gonna be joining your course, man. I swear.
Join,
because my shit, dude. It's just
absolutely.
like I know like a good friend of mine. He makes a lot of money with options, and he always gave me the right plays. Like he never steered me wrong. I just started getting excited, and I want to start making my own plays. And like Nvidia, And I know about like buy the rumor, sell the news, but I've seen Nvidia just literally like keep pumping and pumping and pumping. So literally over, I think it was the summer. Not, I know earnings came out today, but it was the last earnings call that I ended up
They
playing.
missed, right?
No, this is what's crazy.
No,
I put they ended up hitting, like they actually were over expectations with their earnings. So I put a call in like that week, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play earnings. I know it's a dangerous game to play earnings. I'm like, I just can't see Nvidia, one, missing their earnings, and two, it going down. So what happens is, and it like I bought it, and I know like two friends of mine were like, fuck it, like we're going. It was more of a gamble then. It wasn't even at this point. It wasn't investing. It was gambling, 100%. But I was like, dude, this is gonna like turn into like 10 grand for us. I'm like doing the math. I'm like, dude, I think we got a shot. So they end up like almost pretty much like blowing it out of the water. Like it wasn't like close. Like they exceeded, you know, their expectations. And then the fucking stock plummets like $10 right after. And now I'm in a fucking call, and
your risk is all gone because you can't buy or sell in after hours. Too.
That's what I'm saying. I was done.
Yep.
And it expired like that. I don't know when earnings came out, but I just knew like I had to sell the next day for the loss. I would lose everything. So it was just like, and it wasn't like I didn't like risk a lot of money, but like I just knew like the upside, if it did go how I wanted it to go, it would have been great. Because I did like very short, like a more short term. So like the volume would make it would go better.
Yeah, your price changes a lot. lot crazier.
We're both in that situation right now. Like as we speak, Nvidia earnings just came out about 2 hours ago, and we're both in calls right now. And so I mean,
I don't mean to scare you guys.
No, I feel good about it.
I feel good about it.
I mean, I do too, especially since they went down last one. I would, you know.
Yeah,
I think it was the Q2 earnings. Jack and I was in the same. Jack and I were in the same situation. I just bought shares. Jack was in options.
I was in calls,
and they had they had a crazy Q2 earnings call, and I mean it went great today. They beat expectations by 8%, and you know. People dump right after the earnings financials come out, and Jensen was on the phone call right as we walked in here. We were listening to it in the car. I have no clue what it's at now, but we'll find out.
Check right now if you want.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's closed now. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I definitely want to get back into, because like you know, pretty much like you guys are doing. I'm getting to real estate though. Probably I know you guys are too.
Yeah, good.
In like a year from now, I'm gonna go in. Like I know, like maybe my family, or you know, we can even fucking there's always room for whatever. But it definitely a year from now. I just want more channels of revenue and like you know more. Obviously,
multiple
so
sources of income.
That's why I was into options, and I was like, this is good because like now I could start.
Listen, if you do it the right way, Chris, it'll change your life, man.
100%. That's why I definitely want to get back into it like the right way, and
you can make in a day what people make in a month.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen it. Trust me.
You gotta have the right mindset.
It's all mental.
A lot of people who are like people we've seen who've done options, like used to be like very. Like they used to gamble a lot, like sports bet and stuff like that. And if you bring that gambler's mindset into options trading, it's just gonna be a recipe for disaster.
100%. That's like a friend of mine. He actually like sat down and like I forgot who he ended up watching, but it was like kind of like some guy's course. But like he just did his own homework, and like now he pretty much does just like as much as he can, and like he knows how to like. What just happened? Did it overheat again?
Probably.
It's fine. We'll cut this out.
I'm checking.
Why does he keep fucking doing that?
Chicken video.
Oh, we're only 144. Like this is fine. I'm not worried about that. Tomorrow it'll be back.
So it's fine. It doesn't even change it, right?
You hit record on the camera?
Yeah, I just did it in case.
I thought you said you... No, I think I would stop doing that.
Yeah, I think that's...
Because I think that's what's doing
Oh, we're good. Well, now I can't hit fucking record on it anymore, so it's fine.
I mean, we're still recording on here, so it's all...
Yeah, should I just stop recording on your camera then, too?
It's not going to change anything.
Yeah, but it's probably... My bad, fellas.
Oh, I didn't
all
know you
good.
were recording
No
on
worries.
camera too.
I just did it in case. I feel like it just kind of looks better, but I don't think it fucking matters. It looks the same, right? On your camera? Wait, keep the preview. I want to see if it changes at all. I hit record. No, the other camera. What the fuck's the record button? Yeah, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Yes, just don't put the recording
Yeah,
away.
fuck it. We're good. Yeah, I can hit record. I don't know why my camera fucking. We're back. My camera overheats because it's fucking. It's supposed to be a great camera. But it is a great camera. Just I don't know why they overheat, but I guess we're gonna have to stop. Yeah, I know. Of course, it's only fucking mine. But all right. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about. Options.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
No, like deadass. When you guys like start doing this and like launch the course, like let me know.
I will. I'll definitely let you
I will
know.
be-
Yeah, I'll teach you every step
Yeah,
of the way,
dude,
bro.
it's just-
I will.
Because I know about investing. Like I've always been like a
Yeah.
long-term guy. Because like I
Yeah.
was like, all right, like honestly, this week, and I should have bought it already. I just had to wait for my money to transfer. I wanted to just put like some money in Tesla. Do you
Yeah.
think that's a smart?
Well, listen, I like in order to properly gauge someone and like where they can
Yeah.
invest, like you gotta. It all starts with your risk tolerance. If you're more moderate, conservative, aggressive, and then like you can guide there. But I always thought like start with the foundation, like a football team. Like start with your offensive line
Yeah.
before you get your quarterback. Your quarterback's your aggressive stocks. Your offensive line is your conservative, so like your
Like that
ETFs.
analogy.
Yeah, right. Pretty good. Pretty
James,
good.
like, yeah.
Then your receivers are your conservative. So
Yeah.
like start with the base. I did that. I started with a couple ETFs like cheap SCHD, SCHB, VGMAX, and just kind of built. And once you have like a good base, like 2-3 shares, turn your dividends, auto reinvest your dividends, and then go to conservative, then go to aggressive. But just I feel like you have one shot to do it right.
Yeah.
And if you build the base early on in your life, like everything will just follow. And
That's what I'm saying. We're so
I know that's
young.
not like the traditional way to look at it because when you're young, like people say go aggressive, but
Yeah. I
I always thought differently, and it's worked well for me so far. So.
It's a great
Well, I
mentor
agree.
right there.
I don't think
Yeah.
it is a great analogy. I think it's
Thank
just
you.
like,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I just think we're young, but it doesn't mean just like fucking trying to
Yeah.
piss money down the drain.
Yeah.
Hope
Yeah.
something hits. Like
100%. Yeah.
anything. Like like we all want to be aggressive. Like anyone,
Mm-hmm.
like, young, old. Like we want to be aggressive, and like it's always like it's impossible to get rich fast. But I feel like
I was
that's
gonna
kind of
say
what
that.
you're
That's
painting. If
fact.
you're like
Yeah.
be aggressive, like try to get like get rich fast. Like
Mm-hmm.
no, I still want to. I want to know the best route to lead to success
Yeah.
in like 10 years from now. Where
Yeah.
like I'm very very comfortable and
Yeah.
economically
Listen,
stable.
the 3 things that always stay stable during Black Swan events like COVID or crazy out like
Yeah.
illness, it's real estate, transportation, and the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get involved in 2 of the 3, like you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Be fine. That's
It
why
always-
options
it
are
always
always going to be
recovers.
relevant.
Yeah.
Like investing, all that stuff is very relevant.
Yeah, that's a year from now. I would say hopefully before a year from now, but I would want to like start exploring real estate
Yeah.
because like so a friend of mine was like I forgot like exactly what he does, but he's able to see like kind of like the assets of the clients he works for, and he
Yeah.
goes, the only common denominator of every single successful person I work for is they have real estate.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I bought real estate because of course like clearly it works.
Yeah.
So and obviously stocks too. And
Yeah.
everything like that. So just investing. That's
Yeah.
just kind of more of my,
I mean,
my plan.
like
but-
Warren Buffett, right? He's a big real estate
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Made a lot of his money from real estate.
Berkshire.
I used to work for a real estate firm
Yeah.
as my internship in college, and it was great to see firsthand. We both want to get into real estate. That was kind of our plan. Use
Yeah.
Amazon as a
Yeah.
vehicle, and save up enough cash.
Yep.
put,
Down payment and
buy a property and then become landlords. I mean,
Yep.
like looking around Sacred Heart, I don't know where we're gonna buy, but like the rent those kids pay around Sacred
oh,
Heart
trust me, yeah,
is absurd. You're making like $5,000 a house. Like
it's nuts.
my house is a dump.
yeah,
and
that's
he's
what I'm
and he's
saying,
getting
dude.
my landlord's getting a nice sum.
Yeah,
Change.
My
well,
old-
I've been saying to like people I know, for like, and I've always said like I've always like when I do real estate, like I want to do something like that. Like, dude,
Yeah.
if you just rent to college kids,
yeah.
like, dude, like college kids, like they don't want to live in like the apartments that the school gives you.
Yeah.
Like, they want to try to avoid that
Yeah.
if they can.
Yeah.
So like, dude, when junior year, I literally lived in a house that had like ended up having fucking rats in it. Like we didn't know it. Like we would have, but dude, like it had a
Yeah,
rat
it
in it. And, like,
sucks.
clearly,
Yeah.
it wasn't that good of a house, but we
Yeah.
just knew we needed a house and it was a roof over our heads.
Yeah.
And that was it. And we
That-
bought it. So I'm
yeah.
like, dude, like, what's like if I buy even a nicer house, I feel like that's even more of an incentive. Like, but college kids just need houses. It's
Yeah.
always in demand. I know
Oh, yeah.
people that do it now at Sacred Heart. Like,
Yeah.
some kid's dad, like, pretty sure he owns a few properties, but it's a good idea as long as the schools don't buy them, because some
Yeah.
schools do buy
Yeah.
them on you,
Mhm.
but like you guys just gotta find colleges that don't. But like
Yeah.
I always think that's like a better real estate investment than like. Do you think it's better than like flipping houses? Because I know it's a whole different.
I will say flipping houses, foreclosures are fantastic for that.
Yeah.
My dad is involved with real estate,
That's good.
and him and I work together. And, he's told me, like, let's look at foreclosures, be open to that, renovate it, and,
Yeah.
build equity in it and flip it, and you get your sum of cash. But
Yeah.
I will say, though, if you can buy a property, down payment on a property, open up a HELOC, home equity on a credit, it's fantastic, too. So I feel like you really can't go wrong. Real estate's just very safe and secure.
Yeah, man. That's great.
Yeah.
But, so you guys are both going for your MBAs now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to ask, I mean, you guys are doing so well. Like, why are you still in college?
Parents.
Parents? That's,
My
that's why?
parents told me, like, my dad never went to college. My mom went to Rutgers, got her degrees. But my parents were like, listen, you have an opportunity. Like, just do it, be fully educated for us, and then
Make them happy and then do what you want.
and then go keep doing what you're doing.
I respect it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, with me, obviously, I kind of, like, I don't know, I started at, like, not, like, the best time, not the worst time, but, like, an interesting time where, like, I started my business, like, it was junior year. I think it was it junior year? I don't know, I think it was the summer after junior year, like, that summer, 2023. And I was at the point where, like, we were in senior years, and I wasn't planning on going for my MBA, but I just knew, like, time was kind of ticking. Like, all right, like, do I have enough time with this business to, like, just go right into it out of college? And that was always, like, my goal. But I just didn't know if I would have time. And then, fortunately, the TikTok shit ended up fucking picking
Hell
up.
yeah.
Like, that's why social media is crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause just like this,
Yeah.
it can fucking change a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what would have happened. That's what happened. But what my plan was is if I didn't have enough time, I just wanted to do my master's. So I just had one extra year that I didn't have
as like a
to get a
stopgap.
job.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
just had time to buy. But I saw enough where I'm like, all right, honestly, I know my parents, like, they obviously would love for me to get my master's, don't get me wrong. But they knew, like, I finished college. I got my finance degree, even though it was bachelor's. And I was like, all right, like, do I think I could just go right into the business and then just work on this? Or should I go for a fifth year? But it just ended up like that. I kind of just like, all right, I think I have enough where I could try to do it. And like, thankfully,
awesome.
as of right now, I'm able to keep working at it. But that's just, it was kind of like me too. Like, I just want my parents, because I feel like, they grew up in different times where, like, social media and all this e-commerce and everything else, like, teaching people, that didn't really exist.
No.
And, like,
Yeah.
the internet didn't exist, which is, like, the most game-changing thing for our
Yeah,
generation.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, like, they just, in their heads, you're just getting a safe, stable job that they know, like, they don't have to really worry about you, like, maybe, like, taking too much of a risk, and then they feel like it's all number if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So I know, like, I feel like that's where my parents are at too, but I was able to kind of be like, listen, I, like, sat them down, and I was like, and, like, listen, they always, like, fully support me, but, like, I had to kind of explain to them that, like, how it was working, and, like, how on TikTok, like, they have shops, you can make sales, and, I just showed them enough where they were like, all right, like, then it's fine. Like,
I'm sure they see you now, too, and they're like,
yeah,
all right, this is all.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's why I always, like, just keep, like, keeps me going. Like, I just got to keep, working so I could just, everyone
awesome.
feels comfortable, and then I can maybe help other people. And
Yeah, I'm in the
shit
same
like
exact
that.
boat. So I want to do my MBA. Going into my senior year, I had kind of already decided, and I was like applying, and I knew I wanted to stay around Sacred Heart. And then that semester, I had already been accepted my MBA, and I committed to it. And then that's when Jack and I started, and it was just kind of great because I'm staying around Bridgeport, and we just kept rolling with it. And we were both here over the summer just grinding.
Popped
And
off.
then, my parents, I told my parents I'm starting to do Amazon. They're like, what do you mean Amazon? Like, you could sell on Amazon? And I'm like, yeah. And so each month they're asking me, like, how much money we're making. Is it enough to support you when you finish your MBA?
yeah.
Stuff like that. So, yeah.
Now
been a
here
hell of
we
a
are,
ride.
man.
Yeah.
And I just love it because you guys are just so, like, humble too, which is, I think, just so good to be humble because, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first met you guys, like, which is good, like, I wouldn't even be able to tell, like, that you guys, you're doing so well because you're just so, like, humble about it. Like, like, there's people that
you.
they're doing well.
Likewise to you, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But, like, they're doing so well, but, like, they also, like, just clearly, like, show it. Like, it changes, like, their character. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
all right, like, good for him, but he doesn't get the right to be, like, a fucking douchebag about it to
Yeah.
everyone else. But, like, it's just nice to, like, everyone, like, we all kind of, like, work in silence. And, like, it's always, like, I could just do better. Like, it's not enough yet to, like, pat myself on the back. You know what I mean? Like, I always, like, even now, like, yeah, I'm doing great, but it's nowhere near to, like, where I feel like my bar should be. But then, like, that bar also just keeps going up as I
Yeah,
go up. But
same
it's
with
good
us.
because,
Yeah.
the sky's always the limit.
Yeah.
But then once we're at the end of our lives, hopefully, God willing, it's a long time from now. But then we can like finally sit back and be like, all right, like I did do it. Like, I
Yeah,
did it the right way.
yeah.
But I think up until then, I would never. Same with you guys, just never be like satisfied. Like you always want to keep.
No,
doing
you always
more.
want more.
Mhm.
Every day, every trade you want more. Every sale you want more. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys in the Amazon space, and I'm pretty sure the trading space as well,
Yeah.
that are just they act so Hollywood, and they
Like can't do that.
and
Can't.
you can't do that. You got to remain humble. I mean, we've done great numbers, and
Yeah.
we've outperformed a lot of these guys that are acting so like
Yeah,
big time.
Yeah.
But
It's
like,
so I feel like it's more of the guys that act like the big shots that aren't.
yeah,
the big
that's when we went
shots.
to Vegas. We met all these guys in Vegas, and they were like acting like they know everything. They're these big guys. They do Amazon, and then I'm like, so how much do you do a month? Like we were all sharing numbers. Like we're very transparent. Like
Yeah.
we'll share numbers, and these guys were. I'm like, so how much you do? Like, because we met this guy from Mystic. Well, now he's not. If he ever watches, he's gonna know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Met this guy from Mystic, and I'm like, oh, how much money? Like, what revenue do you do a month? And I'm like, really? That's it? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like you're acting like a lot. Like,
Well, yeah, for how you're acting, I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
at least.
and I thought there was gonna be a lot bigger fish in Vegas. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it was awesome
In that
meeting all
room,
these.
though, there was a
There
Yeah.
was like, don't get me wrong. There was guys who do millions of dollars a month, but like the majority of those guys were like 10 to 15. So there was about 40 guys there. Like 10 to 15 of them. I'm like, damn, like that much. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it would be way higher.
It just makes you more proud of yourself for being even more humble about it.
Yeah.
Because like you could easily just like you could be like the guys that get on a sell a course and be like, look at my Lamborghini, and like kind of like you shouldn't want to rub it in people's faces. You should just like you guys fully transparent, tell
Yeah.
people the truth, and that's the loyal fan base you're gonna get. And it's the best reputation to have.
If you're renting a Lamborghini, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that says
Like,
enough.
like, what are you doing?
It says enough about your financial
Yeah.
managing. Like that's the
What are you doing?
stupidest
It's
fucking
horrible.
thing you could do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just I get it, but I don't.
Turtle
because-
trades.
Yeah.
Turtle trades.
But yeah, but you guys are clearly you're very very busy people. But like,
Yeah.
People think we're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
oh dude, I'm not gonna lie. Between helping me fulfill running your own businesses,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like they got to be skipping class or something,
Hey,
bro.
we got
No?
we're there every
Yeah.
class.
Don't worry, about your
people
parents
are-
are gonna watch this
Yeah,
shit. They ain't gonna,
yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding.
My mom will probably watch this.
I know.
My mom will
No,
probably
dude,
watch
it's actually funny because
Yeah.
the people that come on, like Mike, he had it, like on his living room TV, and you just see his mom like sitting. So he's like, my mom is in disbelief. It's like him on like a podcast thing.
That's awesome.
Just me in my basement send some shit up. But my question pretty much was like, do you guys like? Do you have like hobbies? Like, do you have free time to like just relax? Like, what do you do? Like, all right, like business aside, we're gonna take a de-stress day. What do you do besides the gym?
Like,
Oh, I was gonna say the
I
gym.
know, just be all- do you try to go to the gym every day, or do you
Yeah,
find
yeah,
days?
yeah.
I gotta go. Like, we both gotta
Yeah.
go.
Me too.
Like,
me too.
just it's a stress relief. Like, I turn the phone, bro. I go on D&D. I'm on D&D a lot, but I go on D&D in the gym.
Yeah.
And just like lock in and just focus.
Yeah.
And whenever you get the time to do it, you do it. But the head is just focusing on the
Yeah,
grind.
we
That's
just do
it.
business. I mean, when you own your
love
own
it.
business, I'm
You
sure
love
you
it. It's just
Yeah.
so much fun, man.
Oh,
And-
I enjoy it too. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, this is like, yeah, it's my work, but this is my hobby. Like I
Yeah.
wake up and I actually
Yeah.
look forward to coming down here. Like even this right here, like this ties into like my business and advertising
awesome,
too.
yeah.
So it's like, we talk about whatever, we can grow this, and then that ties into other businesses like this. We can make clips of this, advertise it, still have a good time.
Yeah.
And this is like a hobby too, but this is still like a form of maybe more like revenue eventually
Yeah.
too, and grow this side. So it's
100%,
like
yeah.
it's all little things, but like I feel like everything always comes back to like just like business and everything else. Like,
Yeah,
I've
it
been
does.
looking at everything
Our-
that
yeah.
way in perspective.
So when we first started, we kind of had we struggled finding the time to focus on the business, and then once December hit, we started in Q4, which is the craziest quarter to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
Amazon, and I'm sure with any business to
you see
consumer
it, yeah.
business.
See, I just missed the fucking the wagon because I think I could probably pull my Amazon. I just started. It was like December, like 27th. I just got on
Hey,
Amazon.
that's my
So you see, there's a
birthday.
little bar in December, and then January, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
so
I'm
we-
experiencing it now. It's great.
It's awesome.
we
bro.
we really started picking up around Black Friday of 2023, and then once we got to December, we sat down and like, this is really picking up. Like, we got to treat this like a 9 to 5. Like,
Yeah.
we got to wake up at like
The
we gotta
hours
we gotta like
were-
meet at like 8 and just start working, and
Yeah.
we started treating it like an actual 8 to 5, like
No,
9
it
to
was
5.
an 8 to like 2 a.m.
Dude, I'm about to say like
It was at 8
I'm
to
not
2
gonna lie,
a.m.
like I always just work better at night though too. Like I wouldn't wake up at 8 a.m., but I would make wake up maybe because like I'd be down here working till like actually like 2 a.m.
Yeah, us
Yeah.
too.
So I'd end up like actually coming down here like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
But like you just whenever I'm just home and I feel like I have free time, I just want to come down here and work.
Yeah.
There's always like not enough time in a day, and there's always like more stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just always like, you know, come back from the gym, right? Like I got to sit down, I got to do something. Like
Yeah.
whether I get a short out on this, business advertisement,
Yep.
something, anything. And that's
There's
just,
always something to do.
exactly
Always something
That was
to
it.
do.
That was us. We were working crazy hours. We'd be
Yeah.
up till 3 a.m. packaging because December we were getting like
Bro,
hundreds of
Your
orders.
living room
Oh,
in his
yeah.
old house was filled. You couldn't move.
Yeah.
You couldn't
that's
move.
nuts.
There was
That's
like
insane.
300
Yeah.
like, units
we
just
were
everywhere.
doing
and you're packaging it.
hundreds of units a day.
Yeah, it got nuts.
And we were filling up his car going to
Yeah.
USPS at 2 in the morning.
to drop everything off. So we
In
didn't have
those-
a collect. We
in
didn't have
those-
the pickup back then.
Oh.
So we were like, you got to actually take it to USPS.
Was that not a thing at all back then?
No,
we
it
didn't
was.
No,
discover.
we
Yeah,
didn't
know.
I
We
didn't know
discovered
either.
it.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Once
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh, we could tell you about that story too.
Go ahead.
I mean, was it May?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was May. We were
probably
selling.
late April.
We were selling a pretty heavy product on Amazon. It was like 10 pounds of product. So we were packaging it in these cube boxes, and we our mailman comes. This dude, he was a jerk off.
Yeah.
And we call the collector. We found out there was a USPS collector. So he shows up in the little mailbox, the little box truck, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
And he comes in.
I'm getting yelled at.
He's yapping. He's like, you were there.
He's like, you got it. You guys gotta go fucking collect it. Like, I don't know what the hell you're
He was
doing.
swearing
I'm sitting
at
there like,
us.
all right, like
This is
I
a
put in the
USPS
full-
worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, like take it easy. Like I'm just trying to get my stuff out on
But
time.
you just
and-
boxed like 300 things. You're like,
Yeah,
dude,
like-
if you're not gonna fucking tell me off right now, bro. This is the
It was
easiest part.
horrible,
You-
yeah.
Wait, you just said like, he didn't have enough room.
Yeah,
or
he was
some
like, no, I
shit?
can't
No,
take
he
this.
was
I can't.
horrible.
He was like, I
Yeah.
can't believe this. I can't take this. So then he gave us some number.
Yeah.
Which was this guy named Al, who's been our buddy ever since.
Yeah.
Al.
And he
Yeah,
comes.
good guy.
He comes in like this massive like shipping
Huge truck.
USPS truck, and he's been coming to our address every day, Monday through Friday, ever since. which
picking
is-
up all your units.
Great, bro.
Yeah, all the goblin.
Shout
gear
out
stuff.
Al, man.
Yep. Yeah, shout out
He's
to Al's,
carrying
right?
goblin
Yeah.
gear right now.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
But dude, fucking, we launched these new products. I'm gonna try to get them out. Hopefully, it's gonna be before Black Friday, so probably. Like I
Awesome.
think they already like shipped them out. It just has to get to your warehouse.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it goes. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of boxing for you
Yeah.
guys, but hopefully that'll
That's
be
fine.
a good
That's
thing. But
fine. Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm getting like a fucking 360
We're
swivel
pumped.
platform. It's coming in like right after this.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna record them like spinning. It'll be cool. I'm gonna do like a whole promo. I can't wait. Once the clothes get here, I can start like, you know, really.
Yeah.
Cause I got a lot of influencers now on the team, like 6-figure following, which is but
I
just-
love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's
I
the
love
best
it.
way to do it. And
Your
like,
following's grown. Like I watch
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
Goblin
no,
account,
yeah,
it
it's-
grows.
it's just and sometimes you know, I'm like, all right, like I gotta keep looking to get more and more ambassadors, but there's times where just the team I have now, I'll send them out the products. They're all excited. They'll start repping it, and like they do a
Yeah.
great job. Like they're awesome, all of them, and like they really do help. Like it's cool to have like a team now, and I also, you know, now a lot of people you could just sign up and become an ambassador on Goblin Gear on your own now. So like if you love the products, you love the community, and you're like,
Yep.
hey, like I just want to be a part of this. You can make money, make commission, sign up. You can go and do that. So now I have like hundreds of people we have signing up and getting their own codes and just spreading the love, and it's awesome.
awesome,
And it's
yeah.
awesome because like they get commission off it too. So like everyone's eating, everyone's having a great time.
Yeah.
It's great.
And
yeah.
they're they got the best of the best with them too. So it's
yeah.
just
It's awesome.
it's definitely awesome. It's definitely it's cool to see, but I want to, you know, you're networking with you guys and everything
Yeah.
else and the marketing.
Yeah.
Definitely trust me. That's
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
on my chopping block. So
Awesome.
it's gonna.
Yeah,
gonna be
Luca
great.
with brand development could
Yeah.
probably
We have a meeting
Yeah.
Thursday and
Awesome.
get everything.
Yeah,
going.
listen, no rush.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah.
he's a
whenever
great
he's
guy.
ready.
He's from Jersey as well,
It's awesome.
but he lives in Miami now, where the money is.
Yeah.
That's what, dude. I wanted to. Miami was in my
Miami's
thought,
it.
too,
That's
to
the
move
place,
there, bro.
That's the place.
Oh,
That's the dream, man.
hmm I have people that I know. My friend wants to move to Puerto Rico because I know there's
The taxes.
No tax
Oh
on
my
capital
God.
That's
gains,
for
dude.
a lot of big traders in the
Yeah,
industry.
they
in
all-
Puerto Rico.
There's a kid my friend watches. I don't know his name. I'm sure you.
TJR.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Long
TJR.
hair.
Puerto Rico. Yep.
Yeah, and he
Yep.
lives in Puerto Rico
Yeah.
and he makes millions.
That
Yeah,
guy's a-
and he pays nothing in tax.
That guy's awesome. He's a goofball, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the guy he watched.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's who
Yeah.
we watched to start like like charting
Yeah.
and shit. But it's like I don't really understand it, so I'm just trying to speak from like a neutral point of view. Is it true that it really is kind of just like a pattern? Like that, it's
Um,
if you know what you're doing, it's very hard to.
I mean,
fuck
there's a lot
up.
of fundamental analysis behind it.
Yeah.
That can like if you have to understand how the economy moves and how economic data can affect the market. There is patterns, like you could talk more about that, but like there's a lot to like economic data that will affect like it's just how the economy moves. But
Yeah.
you want to talk about
There's a lot of like you got to recognize points of liquidity, and what that is, you recognize large buyers and large sellers, and those are big hedge funds, big financial institutions that really move the market.
Yeah.
So you can get like screwed really quickly if you don't have
Yeah.
the liquidity, like you don't know where liquidity is positioned, and that just comes with our strategy and what we do. But you just there's a lot of things like it is pattern, but like James was saying, a lot of economic news where a lot of people don't realize it's so impactful, and it could be one of the minor pieces of news, and it will completely take you out of your position, and completely change how the market's moving on the day and throw everything off.
it's so easy to see it too. I mean, if you look up the economic calendar, it's just the first link, and you can see every piece of economic news that's coming out that week, and it literally highlights anything that's important will have like a red square next to it. So like if people just did that, it'd be so much easier for regular retail traders to analyze the market.
It's interesting, man. Well, I know we're at like a little over an hour. I got Tony taking a quick picture of the setup, but listen, I mean, I guess we can call it here. I mean, it was great hearing your guys' story. I'm excited. Literally, when you launch the trading, let me know. I'll be one of your first clients. And yeah, man, many more to come. We'll go to Vegas.
Come make money with me.
Yeah.
Come make money with us.
Come to Vegas,
we'll go to
come
roulette
Miami.
maybe too as we make other
Yep.
connections. But 100%, man. Well, thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you, bro.
Guys, as usual, if you like it, subscribe, hit the bell, comment.
Go buy Goblin gear.
Yeah, buy our shit, please. Not kidding. Well, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming out, and see you on the next episode.